Hey Collab Now viewers, basically as you can see by the title, this video is about internet relationships or internet friendships, basically meeting people on the internet. Basically I'm going to tell you negatives, then because I want to end the video on a positive, I'm obviously going to tell you the positives and then my story. So basically, I'm just going to get straight into it. The negatives of meeting people on the internet, which your parents or whoever tells you do not meet people on the internet, because everybody all my life told me that. People all my life told me, do not meet people on the internet, do not talk to strangers, just be careful on the internet, be careful of what you do. And they're right, you should be careful. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say now that I personally have nothing against meeting people on the internet. It's when you, it's when you've got to be careful about physically meeting them. That's like when you've got to be the most careful. But I'm going to start with like basically why everyone else says it and like the negatives about people on the internet basically. Alright, the first really big one is you don't actually know who they are. They are actually strangers, so you don't actually know them. So you don't know what they look like, you don't know how they act, you don't know what they believe, you don't know their religion, you don't 100% know anything basically about them. You only know what they tell you, or like you think you know what they look like because they send you pictures or they've got a display picture of them or whatever. You've spoken to them on the phone, so you know what they sound like, you know, stuff like that. But if you lot have watched Catfish, which is a TV show, I don't know if it shows in America, but it probably does. But I know it shows in the UK, obviously. I'm 100%, well, I'm 99% sure they just show in America because I think it is based in America, I think. So, anyway, if you watch that, then you will know that people may not be who like you think they are. Like they might not be who they portray to be on the internet, which is fair enough. Like now, you don't 100% know that I am actually who I say I am. You don't know that I am 18. I don't even look that old, to be fair. You don't know. You might not know my real name. You might not know anything really about me because you don't physically know me. Like, if you've been friends with me for a few years, and you're going to know all the truths and shit, but, like, you're watching me right now, and I could be a pervert for all you know. I'm not a pervert. And now everyone thinks I'm a pervert. Okay, I'm going off subject. I'm not a pervert. Let's just say that. Okay, let's just clear that up. But somebody you're talking to might be. Oh, this is not making anything better. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you don't know who they are. I'm just going to carry on. There's a possible danger aspect. Like, you can get, not like their full address or anything, but you can get information about that person using their IP address. If you know how, you can get quite a lot of information about it, and then you can then use that information to search their numbers or their addresses online and stuff like that. So, like, if they are creepy little weirdos, like a lot of the people on the internet are, there's that danger aspect. Also, you can get stalkers, which I've had before. Like, if you start speaking to somebody, like, not exactly flirting or anything, just speaking to them normally, then they could, like, want to always speak to you, and, like, when you're done speaking to them, they're still speaking to you. Like, my friend had one of them, and we had to go to extreme circumstances to get rid of him, but I'm not going to explain that because it makes us look like bad people, but, that's a train, by the way. But, yeah, so there's that kind of danger. There's also, with the safety danger, there's also your family being in danger too, because if that person is a little weird, creepy stalker guy or girl, and say you've told them your address because they're going to meet you or whatever, if you've been speaking to them for a few years, then I'm not really going to comment about that now, but yeah, fair enough, you've given them your address, well, it's not fair enough, but you've given them your address, and then for all you know, they could be 65, not 65, we'll say 50, no, say 45, there we go. But you think it could be a 45-year-old fat man that likes to touch himself in front of little boys. And you could be sat there with your little brother right now, and that little fat man is coming to your house right now. I'm so sorry, I got a bit crazy there, but like that's just a little example, I guess. I'm just gonna skip past that now. So yeah, bad. Oh, positives. It's well, I personally think it's easier to gel with people online because it's if you see somebody say in a club or whatever, you're 99% gonna judge whether you want to talk to them or whatever on the way they look. Right? You've got to admit 99% of the time most people would. Yeah? But whereas online, they could have like 10 pictures or whatever on their profile of Facebook or MSN, whatever. People don't use MSN anymore, but whatever. They could have profile pictures, but you don't actually know what they look like. You don't know what they look like every minute of the day. You just don't know that. So for all you know, when these girls have taken off all their makeup or whatever, like they could look like fucking gremlins. But if you saw that in a club, you wouldn't speak to it, right? I'm saying it because I'm horrible. But you wouldn't speak to that person if you saw them in the club looking like a gremlin. But for you to know information about them, well, you get more information about them and you get to know them as a person rather than what they look like or as a visual thing. So you get to actually like emotionally know them and intellectually know them and everything like that. Basically, I'm going to put that as like... Also, you could find really, really good friends there on the internet, as weird as it sounds, but you can. And you also meet people that have the same interests as you and stuff like that. I've only got like 3 minutes or something, so I'm going to quickly tell you my stories. Basically, I know 2 people that I still speak to that I've met from the internet, that I know of anyway. I've met quite a lot of people from the internet, to be fair. I have been lucky in all my circumstances, basically. So, yeah. So, obviously, I can actually tell you good things. But, yeah. But if you search it, there are really bad stories online, like on YouTube about, like, people that have met other people online. Basically, my fiancé I met online. And obviously, as we're engaged, that's pretty good. And also, my male best friend I met online. And basically, we see each other occasionally. Not many, like, we don't see each other a lot because of where we live. We live like 61 miles or something like that apart from each other. None of us can drive or anything. And, like, I've only just got a job, so I don't really have money right now to get trains and stuff back and forth. And he's just in college, so, you know, but... You know, when we can see each other, we do, and when we've got the money to, we do, because we like to see each other because we're best friends. But you see, I have got a best friend for about 2-3 years now, and a fiance. So I have chosen to spend the rest of my life with somebody I met on the internet. You've got to think of how amazing that could feel, but also you've got to think about the bad points when you are speaking to people. You've also got to think of keeping yourself safe. Like, if you go meet them, like, for example, meet them in your area, make them come to you, make sure you're with somebody else, make sure you tell them the date, time, you know, the exact spot you're meeting them and stuff, and basically make sure you've got an excuse so that you can get away if you have to, or just make sure you've got battery in your phone so you can call 999 if he's a murderer. Okay, I'm sorry this is such a long random video. I will probably upload the bloopers video after this because I had very bad attempts at first of filming this a few times. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry this was so random. But yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.